you want to do things right? To keep up with keeping your lives tight. Tight as in being right with the truth of true insight. Who of you want to do things right? Who of you want to truly succeed in attaining all in that which is your need? To be heard by the real answerer of all deeds, the true hearer of all whom pleads. Who of you really want to bow down to the true King of Kings commanding the crown? To worship the one that ever rules alone, commanding everything of creation from the seat of its throne.
And I want them to honor me in my righteous being. So if I'm honored in my righteous being and I'm being as righteous as possibly I could be, then I shouldn't have no need for vengeance. Isn't that the way man should be?
Yes.
So the Lord would have no need, no reason to put vengeance on an individual if they're right. Following his words of wisdom.
Right.
Huh? Now, they had socked it to us. Like I said, I used to feel sorry for Farrakhan. And I used to try, so many times I look out and I say, oh, Lord, Ahezaah, oh, Lord, you didn't gave me this word, you gave me this work. And I look, how can I go against these Christians? Some of them are so good. How can I go against these Muslims? How can I go against these Jews? These people who are religious, Father. I'm going to look so bad. It said, if they don't surrender to me, in my word now, in my call, they are our enemies. Point blank. I have no judgment that I have to make. The Lord send the word down. The Lord send the commands down. The Lord send the guidance down. You understand? It's directives. And that's all I do. Give it out. I'm not going to make a judgment. Oh, this guy, that. One thing I've learned, those people who have favored me most and been closest to me, allegedly, has been the ones who I got on them backstabs, wounds, them.
Yeah. The ones that can get themselves closest to you.
There you go.
Get themselves closest. I think in the newsletter, one of the paragraphs in that piece was the command, when Ahezaah gave the command and instructed the people not to specifically worship or honor themselves or place themselves in allegiance to any flag, any particular flag of religion itself. But in their true allegiance to Ahezaah, their true serving Ahezaah, is that they're supposed to sincerely, it's one-on-one. It's between them and their Lord, you know. And ultimately, we've been taught that the religions itself are just the vehicles to get them to that relationship with Ahezaah, you know, so that they can be sincere and be prepared to come to that throne, because they got to come with sincerity. Not wait until the reality of them coming to the throne to be able to try to talk sincerely.
Well, one thing for sure, I try to tell people this, man. When the Lord is just like your parents. You know, your parents tell you, don't do this as a child. Don't do that. Stop doing this. Don't do that. I'm going to get you. Don't do this. And then they come, black folks, not Caucasians, because black folks ain't going with that timeout. Yesteryear, it wasn't no such thing as timeout. Timeout was the belt. You know, now when they come in with the belt, it's too late to say, hey, I'm sorry, I'm going to do this, that, and the other. It's too late. And that's the way it is with the Lord. When the Lord sends forth the directives for execution to be put on you, you can't go and say, okay, wait. I'm for real now.
Right.
You know? No, I'm for real. You going down. That will come from the Lord. You can't wait until judgment is passed on you and it's time for the execution to come about with the Lord to try to get righteous. And that's the mistake a lot of people make, man. And I remember once upon a time in my lowly thinking, I used to think like that, you know, where, well, before I die, man, I make sure I'll be right. Before I die, like I know when I'm gonna die. Before I die, I'm gonna get right. People think that they're gonna be able to get right on their deathbed.
Yeah.
Ahezaah don't allow that for everybody. It might allow it for some people, but it don't allow it for everybody.
Right.
You know? And the thing about it is, when you could start going to the throne, like Ahezaah put in the Holy Quran, they say that if we would give them a chance to come back, that they will be believers. That they will not be believers. They will be disbelievers still.
Yeah. You know, it's something because we had someone at one time that was trying to teach our children that they were that they were safe with Ahezaah, they was chosen and so forth and so on. And that's what ministers and preachers all over, they tell the people.
Yeah.
That's another big trick that's put into place.
I want to say who you talking about, but I think I know who you talking about. He was a minister, right? At one point, yeah.
You know, and they got people thinking because you come to church, you pay your tithes, you show sisterly and brotherly love and what have you. You set. You know, if things was that simple, we all would be set. And these people think that they, like Ahezaah has came and told them, you said, don't worry about it, you good. That's not how life is. I know that Holy Apostle taught me, and this was a heavy lesson. And like I said, sometimes I used to be like, whoa. He used to say, Rabia, if someone comes to you, don't matter whether they come in with sincerity or they come in, negative. They come to you with the truth. Listen to it. Take it in. See, he said, because all are from Ahezaah. Don't worry about what that person's intention is. And that's one of the ways we get away from being told the truth and accepting the truth. That's another trick. He said, accept it. Welcome it. Because Ahezaah may be telling you something from that devil. And it's good for you. That's why he told us never to try to evaluate good and evil.
Right.
He said, because you don't really know the difference. Right. He said, because you could take something that came evil and turn it into good. You know, as soon as someone says something that is not welcoming to us, we're ready to fight and what have you. So we don't get the lesson. So he told me, take it in. Listen to what they're saying. Wait out. Take the good and throw the rest away. He said, if they're telling you something that's going to help you, accept it. Accept it as it's coming from Ahezaah. Don't look at that person, because whatever they doing, you're not going to be held accountable for that person.
Right.
That person's going to be held accountable for themselves. So the ministers is in there lying to the people, making them think that they're righteous, and they snubbing their nose at other people. And the one on the corner drinking that wine and shooting that dope may be more righteous than the person that's in that church.
There you go.
You understand what I'm saying? So we can't judge. But the thing I learned is, in trying to grow, is to take everything, examine it. Don't let it weigh heavy on your heart. And most of the time it weigh heavy on your heart because it's true.
Yeah.
As you, yeah.
But taking it and say, oh, thank you, Ahezaah. I thank you for giving me this information from this person. Don't even judge that person. Leave them be.
You know, one of the things I learned, and I'll say this and let you go ahead, is that about that crying, man. You go to a funeral, who crying the hardest?
The one that
The one that's guilty.
Yeah.
Right? And who they crying for? The cast person, the cast? Nope. No. They crying for people. Nope. They crying for themselves.
Right.
Their guilt. Now you go ahead and say.
No, that in line with Holy Queen Mother is saying, because sitting in a position as Holy Queen Mother, in a position of giving the word to the people, I easily gave me a lesson through the message that you should always put yourself in the mind frame and let the Lord speak through you. And people listening to you in the pulpit or in the pews should be listening for the Lord to come out of you and not you yourself talking. But people get into the minister and say, he gave a good speech. Then you ask them, what did the minister or the man, whoever talked about? I don't know, but it was good, And people in this community have done that in with the message the Holy Apostle gave here.
Slow down,
in his speaking, that's a natural habit, giving this word out that people get the feeling, the spirit of the Lord's words, but don't hold it harbor enough or hold on to it to grow by. Holy Apostle give many lessons of life to us. Some come in a harsh way, some come in a sweet way. But those who take the sweet way never really grow, because they think there's always going to come that patty on your back like that. When that hardest come, then what Holy Queen was talking about, oh, I can't, now they shut down. I can't hear you now because you're hurting my feelings. But the greatest lessons to me come when the hard lessons come of life, because now you have been broken down so you can hear now what life have done. You said, remember I told you this, remember I told you that. Then Allah dropped that sweet wisdom on you that you can bring you up out of that foolishness of your own mind and your own world that you live in daily. Because people like to live in their own craziness every day. And when you call them to that, that's when they get mad with you. How dare you? That's when the truth hurts. See, Ahezaah hurts not because it's calling you looking at the mirror of yourself and saying, that's me.
You might be better able to take that harsh lesson if you recognize yourself in that spirit of arrogance, that spirit of thinking that you're the self-sufficient one, that you shouldn't be humble enough,
right.
That you're independent, that you're not dependent upon the Lord, that the Lord is you and the Lord.
Well,
one of the things in the news.
People are so funny. They sing these songs and what have you. Love hurt, but it's so smooth, soothing. Yeah, love hurt. When you love someone and they do something against you, or it hurts.
Cheer you up.
But
Yes.
if you turn to Ahezaah and say, well, you're the master of that love. See, that's the whole thing. We take that word love and we put it in our emotions. But Ahezaah is the true love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Fees when it comes to love and the concept of love.
And all that stuff we live on, we call love, that's just a big old illusion.
Well, there are certain things that are about the Lord El itself that the devil always work with to take people away from the truth of it. One is the soul.
Right.
The other is love. Another one is reality.
Yeah.
What's real, and what's not real, what's illusion, and the devil being so close to the Lord itself, and people don't know how close the devil has been to the Lord. A lot of people not even taught that the devil was an angel.
Right.
They forget that it was Lucifer, the light bearer, of truth. You understand? And that it was one of the chiefs of the angels.
Right.
A high-ranking angel. And that because although Allah has thrown it down in hell, it hasn't taken away all its memory, all its knowledge about what took place, because that's part of the devil's punishment. To remember where it came from, to remember where it can't get back to remember how beautiful it was in paradise with the Lord Most High. You understand? That's part of its eternal punishment. And so, that devil would take the word love and throw it all on you. And look how they're using the people and in church using it now. Well, this prophet loved that prophet.
Right.
And the homos walking around here talking about love means sex. He loved John. Jesus loved John. So can you imagine how it was? Like, I love this brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now they trying to turn the prophets into homosexuals against Ahezaah's way. Ahezaah, the Lord El don't make mistakes.
Making it evil seem fair.
It created everything. And it created the homosexual mentality. But it created two sides for everything, a right and a wrong, which they designed it as the right and the left side of the Lord. You understand? Don't take the left side trying to make it on the right.
Right.
Because that's what people do. Now, love ain't never hurt me. Love has never, I used to think it did.
Okay.
I used to say, oh man, love really hurts, man. Love can hurt. Love ain't never hurt. Your rejection of love hurt. Your opposition to love hurt. Love is the most, the Lord itself, El, created the world from love. It loved to reflect itself. And its love never hurt itself. The Lord's love never hurt me. My rejection of it and its response to my rejection hurt me. Okay. When people came to me and they brought false love and I fell into that hurt me.
Right.
But when I turned my whole being to the real love, I found out that it was the essence of the Lord El itself. And by me giving myself up to the real love, the true love, those people came with all that false love and all that talk and all that emotion and all them lies, deceptions, couldn't touch me no more. Oh, I know love for real now. It was all that other stuff that hurt me. So when people say, well, love hurt, no, they talking about their misunderstanding of love, people's misuse of love. People abuse of the word love.
Right.
The intention of false intentions of that false love. Emotions that they call love. Which it ain't love.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, man. And you got devils that's, Allah said always create a devil around you. You know, I had some experiences, and see, you got to live by your experiences.
Yeah.
I had some experiences, and I'm not going to get into my personal life so much so, but I had some experiences before I met this woman here some years ago. And man, some heavy things happened to me. And I suffered by it for putting myself into what I thought was love.
Right.
But the good thing was that I was on the right path trying to give my heart and myself to the Lord Most High in the name of love. Doing right by myself and by all around me that was involved. So other people abused me and took me out by love. And see, and that's when you say, man, love hurts. Boy, if I didn't love this broad or I didn't love this guy, I wouldn't let that happen. No. If I wasn't fooled by this person, this one broad or this guy, then that wouldn't happen.
Right.
You understand? So my Lord said to me, this is the one that you've been looking for. This is the one I chose for you. This is the one, this, that, and the other. I'm making a long story short. Then it brought about some things that had happened to me in the past with this person. And the reaction was completely opposite, completely different. And I said, whoa, praise be to you. Look how you manifesting through her in the way of love for me. See, by the time I met her, I no longer thought that a person could love me. You can't love me. How you gonna love me? How you gonna do something that's not in the property of you to do? Not in the ownership of you to do? Not in the power of you to do? I can't love you. My Lord loves you. And I love my Lord in you.
Yeah.
I don't even know you. I don't even look for you. I look for my Lord. I look for my Lord in everything. Because I don't want nothing false. And if I look for my Lord in everything and my Lord manifests itself in everything and it connects with me in everything that it want me to find it in, then I'm safe. That's what being saved is all about. I'm safe. So you could keep talking like I tell my wife in a minute, hey, it ain't what they say. It's how they feel, right there. Let them talk. You can talk up a world about what you feel about me. And I'm, and my Lord done gave me a talent. I'm reading you, I'm feeling you. Yeah, I see your mouth moving. I hear them words coming out, and they seem like they're coming out the side of your neck. Damn, this guy talking out the side of his neck, man.
Can you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth?
I can read, but I can't read right.
That's it.
You know, I mean, that's what it's all about. It ain't about what you said. It's about what I feel coming from you. I'm not going to let your devil trick me. Your devil not the master over me. See, the Lord is my master. I shall not want. It maketh me to lie down in green pastures.
That's them songs, though. You done pull the songs, right?
It's the truth.
Yes, it is.
See, it's not, that's why I tell people, it's not about the Lord hearing you. Everybody want the Lord to hear me. The heck with you. Who the heck are you but a devil?
Right.
You want the Lord to hear you. Satan wanted the Lord to hear him. No, I want to hear the Lord. Forget about hearing me, because I done heard me enough, and I know I ain't got nothing to say. Like I said, if the Lord give me his wisdom and give me everything in the world that I needed, then left me to take care of this, I destroy it in a day. Less than a day.
I already said you gave
I
yourself a lot of
destroy it
time.
in a second. I be like, hey, brother, the Lord gave me power over you. You know, I've been wanting to kill you for like 20 years, but you gone. And they gonna sit up here in line and say, oh, I'm holier than thou. If the Lord put it in my hands, I would make the world right. Oh, no, I wouldn't. I would destroy the world.
And that's an honest,
It's funny, though,
honest reflection.
I destroy the world, and I'll be in the fire right with you. Destroy me too. Get me out of here.
It's funny, Mister, because they made them two movies, Bruce Almighty, and they did the very thing you talking about. They do all the foolishness with the power, and they do nothing of good.
Yeah.
A sign of that, I said, boy, that Ahezaah something showed them the foolishness. But you call people to the truth and love, and how people, and whether relationships or people vibing one another and good works on the path together, they don't have what you're talking about.
No, they don't.
They fight in opposition to what you kind of call them to. They'll do the opposite of that.
Yeah.
We know that.
You know, that's what I'm talking about. You know, I bet witness to that, as we say. But people, this type of love that you said, because you always told us for years that you can never possess your own love.
No.
Only that easy. But people try to possess the individuals,
Right.
you know, and try to encapsulate them with, I love you, because that opens us up in the world. I love you. Then you go, hey, and they shoot the poison there, right into your heart. You know, love, it can kill, though. Because a lot of jokes out here in that emotion, they in jail, prison, whatever, because I thought I loved him or her, and it took him out.
I'm telling you, it's not love, man. It's the abuse of love.
Love, yeah.
The misuse of love. Because, see, if you knew love and love knew you, in other words, if you experienced love and love experienced you, gave you its experience, it would not allow anything to happen to you of harm.
Right.
You be guided even when you don't know it. Love is powerful, man. Love is the all-powerful Ahezaah. And it will not let you be hurt. Trust me. Trust me. It will not let you be. Man, I made a mistake and killed myself when I was about 16 years old. My so-called cousin and some friends of mine I grew up, went to school with, left me for dead. Left me alone, left me for dead. My Lord came to me and said, no, I love you and I gave you a word and a promise, and I'm not going to let you die this day. You're going to live to serve me. That was love talking to me. And then people turn around and say, how can you love Allah when Allah is unseen, untouchable? Come on, man, get yourself together, get right. You can't love Allah like that. You can love Allah's creation. You can love Allah's people. You can love, man, get out my face. Get the hell away from me, because I know what I'm talking about. I know my Lord, and I love my Lord, and my Lord commands me to love it. It gives me the essence of its love for me to feel, for me to touch, for me to see, and all that it do. Just because you blind, don't try to make me unseen. Huh? I can see the unseen by the avenues that it gives me to see it. See it in action. I'm not talking about putting it in encapsulating it and putting it in a form.
Right.
I'm talking about seeing eternity, man. Huh?
Yes.
And I know some people saying, boy, this brother gone, man.
Reality.
No, I'm talking about the real.
Right.
Yes.
That's something y'all start reciting the Lord's Prayer. We was watching TV and doing something, and they start reciting, and I said, you know what? People it's just words.
Yeah.
Because, you know, and I know that 99% of the population knows the Lord's Prayer. And I said, if they
understand.
Understood.
It's a beautiful
understood the essence of the word, they wouldn't be able to just say it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
You wouldn't be able to say, it came out, and I stopped. And I said, man, just don't appreciate the beauty of Ahezaah.
Oh, man.
They don't appreciate the beauty. Ahezaah it gives you so much of itself. And man just disregarded it all along the way in life and said that the Lord is not reachable.
Yeah, you know, I think, I'm not sure, but you might know better than me. In the book of the Divine Book of Recitation, I believe that Ahezaah transformed or intermixed the Lord's Prayer with Al-Fatiha.
Yes.
It did, right? And it was perfect, right?
Perfectly fit.
The explanations and everything. Yeah, because see, I mean, what Solomon or whoever was saying that prayer,
The Lord's Prayer?
yeah,
Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you people forgive me. You could say, well, how's he messing? He don't know. Well, I'm one of no mind. I don't know. He know the Bible better than me. He know the Quran better than me. Until they start saying something wrong. Because I don't have nothing up here. Believe it or not. You know, I have things going through here. But what he was saying was just trying to tell you how he lived. And this is the way you should live. The Lord is your power. The Lord is your glory. The Lord is your reality and your reasoning, your cause and the effects of you. The Lord is everything. That's why David was in that cave, and I believe the snake or whatever could not touch him. You know, I've had experiences myself with certain things that were supposed to happen, normally would happen, that did not happen to me. And I had to acknowledge, whoa, Father, you got power of all things. Wow. That was supposed to get me. You know? I'm supposed to be dead here, dead. In the last 10 years, I think I done came across a lot of near-death experiences, right? And I wasn't supposed to be around. The Lord shows me signs, man, says, look at what I did. You know? But I don't take that for granted. And I don't run around here trying to see signs of the Lord. The Lord said those who I have to show the most signs is the ones who disbelieve the most. I don't need that. I said, my Lord is everywhere. I feel it now. I hear it, you know. I mean, you know.
The Lord brings himself personal to us. When one of the greatest miracles that you express to us, then the realization comes is that you're alive. You're here.
Yeah.
And people automatically go that way and not this way and come into the world of this existence. I remember because Holy Queen must have mentioned prayer. And A.H.A.D explained to us through you that with prayer, when you make the call to prayer, the Muslims make the Adhan call. Allah is great, Allah is great. A.H.A.D expressed to us that you make it louder so that you can hear every atom of your being can be called.
That prayer to call to yourself.
In the gathering.
Yeah.
You know.
People go out there make, excuse me, but
Go ahead.
please don't lose that thought. But people go out there making that call of prayer to other people and in that call, they making judgments.
Yeah.
How you gonna call me to prayer? Call yourself to prayer. And let me hear you calling yourself to prayer.
Yeah.
Huh? Let me hear the Lord calling you to prayer so I could be reminded and come to prayer. Don't call me to prayer because I don't know who the hell you calling me to pray to.
That's right.
Huh? Because I'm not the all-seeing.
And people do that, and like Holy-Apostle not realizing. But the beauty when you start taking this stuff inwardly, because all this goes back to the spirituality of everything, the bottom line. You got to take accountability and a personal ability that Allah sent down is talking to you. In everything that it does, whether the holy books you read or you come across people in life, you should be listening for the Lord. Like Holy Queen was saying, people call you, hurt you, but I'm listening. If you're trying to find the truth, then thank Allah, keep moving. Thank Ahezaah, keep moving. But people don't do that. I'm mad at you. I'm mad at you. I'm mad at this. I'm mad at that.
If you don't believe in the concept or in the existence of that devil, you won't believe that Allah is there speaking to you. And if you are incorrect about your concept of belief, then you're gonna start thinking you are the Lord when you start hearing the voices.
Right. Getting the lesson about the devil, the true lesson about the devil, what it's doing, the fact that it is your grave enemy. The grave enemy, the man's kind here, that makes you diligent. Now you got to watch out for it because you're striving for the source of you and that devil, but you want to be mindful. Get away from it. Say, be behind it. See, that's right.
I beg you differ. D is behind these already.
Oh man, this has been an aha moment to come for the storm. We hope that you enjoyed what you heard this day. Think about what we said, you know, those who are sitting about trying to spend an eternity after life after here. The Lord is real and his presence is now. It's your opportunity now to get yourself right in the path of its way that is sent down to you in this hour in the moment. With that being said, Lord Holy-Apostle Deen, Holy Queen Mother Rev Saleem, Brother Frank Kim Jul Aziz. Thank you for watching this program. You want to reach us at
Who of you want to do things right? To keep up with keeping your lives tight as in being right with the truth of true insight. Who of you want to do things right? Who of you want to truly succeed?